We're going to explain how to check if a string is empty in Go. There are several ways to accomplish this, each with slight nuances. 1. Using the len_shend function. The simplest and most common method involves using the built-in len_shend function. This function returns the length of a string. An empty string has a length of 0. So you can check if a string is empty by comparing its length to 0. For example, my string, hello, is empty. Len, my string, itseln 0, empty print len is empty. This will print false because hello is not empty. If my string were ball, it would print true. 2. Direct comparison with the empty string literal. You can directly compare the string to the empty string literal. This is often considered more readable than using len. For example, my string is empty. My string equals empty.println is empty. This will print true. This approach is concise and immediately clear in its intent. 3. Handling nil strings. Less common but important. Although less frequent, you might encounter situations where a string variable might be nil instead of an empty string. The len function will panic if you try to use it on a nil string, so it's crucial to handle this case. A safe approach is to first check for nil and then check for emptiness. For instance, my string, string, nil, is empty. My string, ixas, nil. My string, empty.println is empty. This first checks if the pointer itself is nil, and if not, it then dereferences the pointer and compares it to the empty string literal. This will print true as it is handling both nil and empty string cases. Note the use of a pointer to a string here. In summary, the simplest and most efficient way to check for an empty string in most cases is using my string equals fas. However, remember to explicitly check for nil if your string variable could potentially hold a nil value to prevent runtime panics. The len function provides an alternative, but direct comparison with the empty string literal is often preferred for its readability and conciseness, unless there's a specific need to get the length of the string for other purposes within the same block of code. Remember to always choose the method that best suits the context of your code and prioritizes clarity and safety.